Hello, good morning. I just love how this flame blooms and then finds its right place. I enjoy watching that every morning. I'm Edward Fillion from Centers for Spiritual Living, and it is an honor to be here with you on the 26th of November. And I've heard from so many of you who have been traveling through this practice since January 1st or even earlier. And somebody wrote to me and said, will we be continuing this practice in 2023? And I said, no, I have a plan for my 6 a.m. in 2023. I'm going to sleep in for a whole year. The broadcasts will remain available on Centers for Spiritual Living YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page if anybody wants to go back and enjoy them. It's been lovely. And I have benefited so much from being on this practice with you. And I thank you for taking the time to tune in from wherever you are. Thank you for letting us know where you're tuning in from. And thank you for the notes and the comments and the sweet emails. It's very easy to reach to me, reach me. My email address is my name, Edward Fillion. There it is, right there on the screen, and there, and no space at csl.org. Now, today's reading by Dr. Holmes. I don't know. It begins. It's about companionship, connection, which I love. But it begins with the Psalm quote 119:63. The psalmist says, "I am a companion of them that fear thee," fearing the Lord. Now, I just don't have the interest or inclination to do the mental gymnastics to translate fear-based language into something spiritual. I would just not use this quote. I would just abandon it completely. There is no part of me that thinks that the living spirit should be feared. I don't know how that relates to companionship, so I'm going to skip right over that. Dr. Holmes says, we all long for intimate relationship. We wish to feel that we are one with people. This yearning, he says, now listen to this language. It's old-fashioned language, which every normal person has. Well, we haven't defined anyway what normal means in this context. And as far as I know, there is no standard for normal. So I would just abandon that word. This yearning, which every person has, and I think that is really the sense with which Dr. Holmes means it. Every person is normal, is natural. Everybody is normal. You are normal, or better still, we are not normal. In fact, we are unique, not the same, different. In that differentness is our strength and interest and wonderful. So I would just abandon the idea of normal completely. This yearning, which every unique, distinct person has, comes from a inner spiritual perception that we are already one with life itself, and through that oneness, we are one with each other. So our innate connection, he suggests, is causing us to yearn for relationship, close relationship, companionship, camaraderie, an experience where there is no sense of rejection. And then he suggests that a good place to start is to check within to make sure I am not rejecting anything or anyone. Because of how the energy of rejection can be the foundation of isolation, loneliness, separation. So it is that he goes into the prayerful statement saying, I no longer reject myself. In other words, if ever I have. I'm going to try to drop that idea of rejecting myself for today in this prayer. I know that through my oneness with the living Spirit, I'm also one with all people in spirit. So today, as I move about the world, I intend to receive everyone as my kin. I aspire to feel that connection. And everybody I meet, I look for a way to be close in spirit, meaning I'm affirmative, I'm loving, I'm empathetic, I'm understanding, I listen. And something goes out from me and interacts with the something that comes out from everybody. And there is a dance in spirit. So today I make it my business to include and not exclude. And I realize that higher than all the differences is the union of the soul with its source, which does not eliminate our uniqueness, but amplifies it. I am one with all people. And as I dwell on this, it allows me to enjoy this sense of divine companionship wherever I go. And so today I declare to myself, I embrace and enjoy the living spirit in everyone, and it in turn embraces and enjoys me. And so it is. There is a quote at the end of today's reading which is quite bold. It's from The Science of Mind, the book by Dr. Ernest Holmes. And in the quote says, one of the first things to do is to love everybody. And if you have not done this, begin to do so at once. Isn't that great? If you have not done it, begin to do so at once. Well, I'll just leave that with you to unpack and think about and put into action if you desire. Have a blessed day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Oh my.